Guys, I hope you're getting really excited to take a tour of that city with me because all of my Dead Space 2 coverage, both single player and multiplayer, will be kicking off early launch morning Tuesday around 3 a.m. So definitely check back at 3 a.m. on Tuesday the 25th for all sorts of thrills, chills, and probably some screaming. What is up, guys? It's your favorite YouTube commentator, GhostRobo, and I'm here bringing you launch day coverage of Two Worlds 2. Look at this guy who's greeting us here. He looks like a mix between a werewolf, a lion, and a man as we twirl around the menu screen. Don't see that very often. And for those of you that are new to this channel, thanks a lot for joining us. Welcome aboard, and I'm glad to have you here. And once again, my name is GhostRobo. I coach high school basketball. I eat super healthy. I love video games. I make awesome YouTube videos. I got a whole lot of great content coming out this week. Go and check out my Dead Space 2 stuff if you're into that game. I've got Bulletstorm demo coverage, Crisis 2 demo coverage, a whole lot more. But right now, we've got to get started off with Two Worlds 2. So we'll keep our difficulty at medium. Unfortunately, I think you can only be a man in this game. As you can see, the HUD is a little bit cut off there in the bottom left. I'm not sure why. We'll try to correct that in a little while. Do we want broad shoulders or skinny shoulders? I'm going to create a medium-sized guy, so we'll go with 5 shoulders. Torso length, do you want him to be tall or short? This is a very simplistic character creator. We'll keep him a little bit tall. Leg height, let's make a tall guy here. Not too tall though, right? Skin tone, very limited choices, and I wanted to show you the character creation process, just so you have a good idea and a good feel for this game. Two Worlds 1 was a terrible game. I never played it. It did not review well at all, but this one has been getting some positive buzz. It came out in Europe last year, and it's just finally releasing here in America. And I'm actually kind of excited to check it out. I've been looking for a fun RPG to get into, and this one is supposed to be in the vein of Oblivion. I can't even really see what color his eyes are that we're changing here, but we're going to go with the blue ones because those are fun. Complexion, oh my, I guess this is changing his face. We don't have very many options, but oh my, that's a very creepy face there. But what floats our boat the most? Let's look at these guys. They're all kind of weird looking. I don't really like that one. Kind of like that guy. He's kind of cool looking. Or maybe that guy, a little bit simpler. Actually, let's be him. The young warrior. Facial grit. How many wrinkles do we want him to have, I guess? Or rather, different amounts of wrinkles. Let's keep it to minimum wrinkliness. He's supposed to be a young guy. We'll go minimum wrinkle. Facial hair. We want to give him a little beard. A little goatee. Let's give him something nice. How about that? That's pretty good. Right there. Actually, I like that one. Let's go with that one. Hair. Oh my, look at that hairdo. They don't make those here in North America. This clearly is a European game. He's got some weird hair choices. I like that we can at least rotate around in the room. But again, it's a very simplistic character creator. I'm surprised because you think, coming from the pedigree of Oblivion, you'd have like some crazy character creation system. What do we like here? I don't really want a ponytail. We're not really going for the female male guy. We're kind of just looking for something cool. Do we like the dread look? That's kind of weird, but I kind of think that may be our best option. So we're going to go with, that dread look. Whatever that means. Hair color, we can go with gray, darker gray, brown and gray and gray, black and a little bit of gray, dark black and a little bit of gray. They all have tinges of gray, which is kind of odd. I guess they want us to be a gray-haired man. I kind of like the blonde, brown-haired look. Or maybe that black. I want to go with this, what is this, like bluish black almost? It's got like blue on this side and blackish gray on that side. I kind of like that one. You can see there's some graphical glitching going on right now. His forehead is all like liney. Maybe too much rotation. Let's see if we spin around. And it did not erase. So I guess we got to deal with that. Do we want this? Let's go with this black and gray. It's kind of cool. We can probably change it later on. Brow depth here. A high brow or a short brow? What do we want? Let's go with a medium brow. I don't know. I can't even really see much of a difference. Brow height. Expanding up his eyebrows. We want him to make him look like he's like, hey, what's going on? Or more like, I'm a strict warrior. Let's just go with 1. I don't really want him to, we'll give him a little bit of perk to his face brow angle. No, I don't like angled eyebrows. Eye size. Big anime eyes or tiny little bug eyes. How about right in the middle? That feels pretty good. Actually, we'll go right there. 4. Eye height. Not even gonna mess with that. Eye depth. Nah. Squint. Do you want him to have wide eyes or squinty eyes? That's a weird option. Have you ever seen a squint in an RPG? I guess we'll open them up a little bit. Eye distance, they look fine. Corner height, I guess the character creator is a little bit more complex than I thought, but it's weirdly done in this long list-like fashion, and where you can't even really see what's going on. I think he looks pretty good right now. I don't really want to mess with much about his nose, you know. I never feel like messing with noses or things like that matter much unless you're going to create some very specific looking guy. Cheekbone depth gaunt. You want to make him a pudgy guy? Or a very skinny warrior? Let's go with a thin warrior. We'll go 3 out of 10. Lip depth. I like his lips. That sounds really weird. But they look fine to me. So we're not going to even mess with much of that. Jaw width. I guess we'll shrink that. Chin size. Tiny chin, whatever. Facial girth. That's a weird way to say it, isn't it? A little bit skinnier. Or a little bit wider. A big, thick football neck. Let's go with medium. He looks alright. This isn't a bad looking character. I guess now we can zoom out and see him. Yeah, he looks like a good dude. This is our guy, accept. Here we go. It's loading. I'm guessing we're going to get a cutscene right here. I hope it's very story-driven. If it's forcing you to be a male, they better have a good reason for it, a good justification within the plot that says, hey, you got to be a guy. It only works that way. And if we get a cutscene here, I'm going to be quiet and let you sit back and enjoy.
Once again, your brother defies me and attempts escape. Has he no love for you? Why does he deny you the life force sustaining your fragile body? He will not offer you life. I will take it from him. Such a delicate vessel for such a violent force.
Once more you manage to uphold this frail prison. But soon enough her body will run cold, and ash and cinder will be all that remains of you and your empire.
Your flame flickers in the wind, Ezreal.
Watch your step. Wouldn't want you to get hurt.
Welcome home.
Try and escape again, and the next place we'll put you will be far less forgiving than the dungeon. It's a different world. You'd be wise to remember that. What the heck?
I'm not gonna hurt you. We're here to help. Now, let's go.
Okay, that is one of the most abrupt and weird setups I've ever seen to a game. We've got some demon guy sitting in chairs, trying to capture my sister apparently and mess her up. Then we've got ninja assassin chick here with ogre granny who just freed us from our captured state. And you'll notice that my guy looks pretty good, but everyone else looks absolutely awful. And we still have those glitched lines on our forehead. I've seen some screenshots and the later environments look pretty cool. But right now, the character models aren't really doing much for me, so let's run after her. I don't even know the controls. It's the first time I'm playing the game. Probably the first time you're seeing the game, at least in English. So we're just going to follow Assassin Girl and see where she takes us. I don't know if you guys want to see more of this game. If this is a playthrough you're interested in, just let me know in the comments below. If you want to see more, of Two Worlds 2 or not, and I will make more if you want to see more. There's Ogre Granny. Here's apparently Ogre Dude, taking out knights left and right. Got a strong but slow sword. Uh-oh, we gonna fight this guy? Clapping for us, or clapping for the game, or clapping for awful graphics or something. He looks like Kratos, like an ogreized version of Kratos, the god of war.
This is it? We came here for this? I pray that our desperation hasn't clouded the Prophet's judgment.
What's this all about?
There's no time. Everything will be explained once we reach El Sorna. Now, go with Darfa.
I'm not leaving without my sister. Not without Kyra.
Kira is not the objective. You are. She is heavily guarded and the stakes are too high to risk losing either of you. Coming with us is the only hope you have of saving your sister.
This is suicide. You'll never breach Gandahar's defenses.
We made it this far, didn't we? Now get on with it. It won't be long before Gandahar's army is made aware of our presence. If you reach the exit point before us, take it.
Alright, so we have to follow Darfa, who apparently is Assassin Girl. We don't have any weapons, we're just kind of running around. So yeah, like this video, comment that you want to see more, and I'll definitely make more. I've got... Uh-oh.
Hold on. Who was that back there?
We don't have time for this. If you must know, Rogdor is the last general of the Orc army.
But they were wiped out at the Battle of Osroth. No orc survived.
Sadly, not many of us did.
How did you survive?
Rogdor was inside the castle walls, on a mission to sabotage the main gate. He was captured, tortured for days, all while our people were slaughtered by Gandahar and his army.
But they let him live.
They did things to him that you could never imagine. Before the Prophet intervened and set him free. We don't have time for this.
Just tell me who's responsible for this. Who is this Prophet?
She leads what remains of Gorgamar, the last of the orcs.
How is that possible?
Look, a great deal of planning went into this, and I'm not putting our lives in jeopardy so we can discuss this like a committee. Now come on.
Alright, so we gotta go find the Orc Kings or Lords. Apparently that was one of the Orc Generals back there. Press A to jump. Alright, so we get some bit of the controls. Kind of a slow-moving tutorial here. I don't even think we're gonna get through it in this first video. Oh, lock door.
How do you know all this?
Many gave their lives for the information we needed to save yours. Now stay close. I'd rather their sacrifice not be in vain.
There are a lot of cutscenes here. A lot of little dialogue instances. Kind of weird that you can walk around the room and rotate the camera ever so slightly as we enter this big giant hall. Ooh, what's down there? A Grim Reaper statue. Very ominous. We'll follow Darfa, or whatever the heck her name is. Keep making our way through this castle here. The environments don't look that terrible. The character models are just goofy.
There should be a door here.
The only door I see is the one we came in.
We can't afford to find another route. We have to get on the other side of this wall. There must be a switch.
If there is, I'll find it.
I'll guard the door.
So she's going to guard the door. We're going to go look for a switch. I don't even know what buttons we'd press. Ancient Cult and Orders. Alright, we picked something up. I don't even know what we grabbed there. This game seems kind of interesting. You know, it's not going to be as tightly polished as some AAA event such as Dead Space 2 or Black Ops, but it may be a cool and fun adventure that has some weird missions. I've heard of some crazy things going on in this game, and so it could be a good time. And as we activate this switch here, I think we're going to wrap this video up. Yeah, that opened the door down there. And before we enter that door, I want to say thank you very much for watching. Again, if you want to see more of Two Worlds 2, let me know in the comments below. And until next time, guys, we will see you later.